At 0800 hours, June 11, 2016, two military jet aircraft belonging to the People's Republic of China blatantly attacked and sank the United States Navy cruiser Antietam. As commander of all U.S. naval forces in the Pacific, I, Admiral Harry Harris, promise you that the United States Navy will do everything in its power to protect all United States interests and its peoples in the region, as well as provide aid to our allies. I understand the fear and concern that many of you may have for loved ones in the region, both military and civilian. But I can assure you that as of right now, the first and only priority of the Navy is the protection and security of United States military and civilian personnel. I would first like to address the known details of the attack itself. For the past few years, tensions between the People's Republic of China and the U.S., along with our allies, have been steadily increasing due to disputes over territorial waters. In an article by Simon Jr. with the Washington Post, Secretary of State John Kerry advised reporters of how every day the area is becoming more and more militarized. According to an article by Katie Hunt with CNN, China believes it has territorial claims to the majority of the South China Sea and its smaller islands due to a declaration made by the Chinese after World War II. This claim of vast territory contests with territorial claims by many of the other nations who also border the South China Sea. As tensions have continued to increase, so has the U.S. military presence in the area. According to an article by David Lardner with the Navy Times, Antietam, who was originally stationed in Japan, was sent to join additional U.S. forces in the South Pacific in March of 2015. As the Antietam was conducting a routine patrol, it received a radio transmission from the Chinese that had traveled into Chinese territorial waters. The Antietam replied that it was in international waters. It was at this point that it was attacked. We believe the aircraft took off from a Chinese man-made island in the region. Another article by Katie Hunt explains how the islands were fitted with an airstrip sometime during September 2015. As of now, there are no confirmed deaths for the ship, but a multitude of injuries have been reported, some of which are critical. The Antietam was able to pull off an SOS signal right before the attack, and additional naval forces were able to rescue and secure the area and provide relief effort. Now that we have talked about the actual attack, I'd like to address the current military and political situation in the region and internationally. As of this exact moment, all United States military forces, both in the region and the world at large, are on full alert. Many of the countries we consider allies have either done so or are currently in the process of doing the same. Myself and other commanders of the U.S. military in the region are currently awaiting additional orders from the Commander-in-Chief and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. My current orders stand as follows. All civilian ships and aircraft in the region are to change course immediately and move as far away from the area as possible. Any ships or aircraft attempting to enter the region will face detainment and the possibility of being fired upon. Second, all United States civilians are to contact the U.S. Embassy in whichever country they are currently present in and follow all orders given by the Embassy and the State Department. Lastly, I ask that all military and civilian personnel in the region act with extreme caution, but also calmly as to not escalate the situation any further. At this moment of time, I feel as if this is the best course of action in order to protect all United States interests and civilians in the area and to maintain any possibility of stability and peace in the region and internationally. While myself and others are enraged at this attack, and with many others afraid of what may come next, I assure you the United States Navy will do everything in its power to avoid escalating the situation which could lead to a large-scale and surely devastating war. That being said, I also promise you the United States Navy will do absolutely everything and anything it can to protect our country and its people, which includes going to war if called upon to do so. I would now like to summarize all that we've gone over today and what the current situation looks like. As previously mentioned, the People's Republic of China yesterday attacked and sunk the U.S. Antietam. At this time, the United States forces all around the world are on full alert. forces in the region have been ordered to act only in securing themselves and U.S. civilians in the area. Our course of action is purely one of defense and stability until ordered otherwise. I once again ask that all United States civilians and military personnel proceed with caution, but most of all remain calm. Everyone, civilians included, must do their best to avoid escalating this conflict and bringing any potential further violence. No matter what happens next, I want everyone to know the United States Navy will do whatever it takes to ensure the safety of our country and its citizens. Good night. May God bless America.